Right, my stream should be starting, all being well. I've already actually done my stream for the day. Wasn't planning on being back again, but Hikaru's holding a viewer arena, so I'm going to take part in this, at least initially, called Hikaru Gambit Arena. I gather he's going to be doing gambits, or a string of gambits, so I'm going to join in. This is on chess.com. You can see it should be in the top corner there. I think it shows up on my screen alright. I don't think I've got it cropped off. No, it's in the screen, top left corner. Now, start rating here is 2044. My sound is very low. Let's go knight f3, what I normally play. 742, good luck. Now, whether that's a genuine 742 or not, obviously we'll find out shortly, but if that is a reflection of my opponent's rating, just do your best, it's all you can do. Take your time, use your 3 minutes. Okay, let's just develop the bishop. Of course, as Hikaru's doing a gambit arena, I gather what he's doing is he's written out a string of gambits and he's going to try and fit them all in. So if I do get a game with him, I'll try and join in the spirit of a gambit and go along with it, but I'm not really a gambit player myself, so it just depends. We might not get a game, of course. What is there now? 148 players, and I suspect that'll go up quite a lot as everybody finds out about it. Let's hit the bishop. I need to break this pin, of course, so I'll move if he goes across. He does. Where to go? Let's go here, just break that pin. If takes, I'll go with the bishop. So he played h6, so just play it up and up. Just try to edge forward. I'm just trying to gain space here. I'm a little bit bogged down. And this is what my opponent should do. That's what you've got time for. That's probably a good move. Knight up's no good. Knight back's no good. Knight back runs the risk of getting my rook trapped. Cross takes, takes, takes. I could take the knight, but he takes. I'm going to drop back. So I'm going to allow him to get the exchange here. Take the knight. But I could take with a queen and hit the bishop. Then of course it threatens mate as well. He plays across, so that walks into this. I should take here first and then push up. Maybe he's going to try grabbing, but I've got the same threat up to mate. Same issue here. Actually, I can just play up immediately there. It threatens mate. Oh, he just doesn't see it. He's a bit unlucky there. He was playing very well, my opponent there. A bit unlucky. 1796, good luck. If I come across any openings where I think, oh, I can just gambit a pawn here or something, I might do it just because it's a gambit arena, but I say it's not generally my style of play. I'm just trying to develop the bishop here, maybe try and eliminate his light squared bishop. If he ever pushes, I'll just drop the knight back and then look for d6 or something. What's he looking at? He's obviously looking at something. So knight b5, hit the pawn. I think I'd play d6, let's just see. Oh, he does push forward, so I'm going to drop back. Oh, hiya Milton, hope you're having a good day. Okay, he's trying to really attack me. So what do I do? Push, 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 takes, takes. Little bit risky this, little bit risky. I'm going to allow him to play this. I don't think I can really stop it. I'm going to try and open the centre up. So he's really going for it here, so you never know, you might get away with it. I'm just going to try and open all this up if I can. But you say if he plays a good game and I don't, he deserves a win. Well done. So this is what he's looking at. I can see the basic idea. Now if I take and he takes, it's all open. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take here and here. Seriously, seriously risky for me this, so it really is. If he takes, I'll take and trade the queen. That takes a lot of heat off. If he takes here, I'll take. I don't think he'll do either. If he comes down, I'm going to grab the pawn with the queen. He does take. Okay, I can simplify to an endgame then. That should take a little bit of pressure off here. Actually, let's play king up just so I can swing the rook across if I have to. Okay. Knight up, hit the pawn. Go up and hit the bishop. Maybe pin the bishop. I don't know. Let's go up and hit the bishop immediately. Very good opening my opponent has chosen here though. Very good. Giving me a lot of problems. I probably should play e6 to guard this. He plays up. I'm just going to take there. Yeah, I'm going to challenge that rook immediately just so he doesn't double up. But I'm completely on the back foot here. I need pawn up just to guard against his knight jumping forward, which he's done anyway. Okay, I guess I can play up and hit the knight. My knight guards the pawn. Then I'm going to try and develop the rook. But I need to move this pawn in any event just to free up the knight. So what's he going to do? Knight round maybe? Yeah, I need to be able to shift my knight in any event here. Ooh, I've maybe allowed him in. Let's play up. If he comes in, take, then play up. Right, now check if I can and get rid of the knight. Again, just like that previous game, my opponent's doing the right thing. That's what you've got time for. You might as well use it. Right, so I can check and get rid of the knight if I want. I think I will. Now what to go with? To synchronise the pawns or not? I think I will because it's a backward pawn. Get on the open file. Now rook up is a threat to hit both pawns here. And I have got time on the clock for this one, so I can slow down a little bit. Again, that's probably a good move. I'm going to just play rook up to pressure the pawn. He'll probably push forward. And then what? Rook behind and collect. He goes that way. I think my king is pretty safe, so I'm just going to collect here. Now down, hit the pawn, and just trade off. Again, keep his king a little bit boxed. When he runs across, I can always just grab another pawn, I guess. Let's just edge forward. Eventually I'm coming over to collect. Yeah, let's just push. Now just come over and collect. How to play this? Let's check. It's still not that easy. I think I can push and run the king up. My rook guards my other pawn here, so as long as I don't blunder it, let's drop back, hit the pawn, hit the pawn. I think I can bring the king in over here. Okay. Actually, that's a good move. Let's check the king away. Now hit the pawn. Oh, that's a blunder. I suppose it was worth a try, wasn't it? That was worth a try for him there. Yeah, Hikaru was even listed, I think, the TSM Gambit. It's going to be interesting if he actually does sack his queen. 1737, good luck. Okay, Caracan. I'm going to play g6 here, just because it's slightly less common. Let's go e6, knight up. Another one attacking me. Let's play h5. What's he looking at there? g4 he wants. Okay, I'm going to go up immediately. Try and loosen this and hit the pawn. The g4 I'm going to have to take. Again, dangerous potential attack here. He takes, so knight up to hit the pawn. I'm aware my bishop attacks it. Okay, he comes with a pawn as well. I'm going to play knight up and takes here. Giving him a chance, and then I'm going to put the bishop where the pawn is. That's the idea. Okay, he allows knight up. Is it worth it? Knight up just to stop him castling. then just drop back. Knight intake, so he pushes up, so I'll just calmly drop back. And bishop up is obviously if my pawn takes, bishop where the pawn is now. Well, that's the idea anyway. Ooh, he's got a dangerous square here now. Danger, danger, danger. Yeah, I'm gonna have to castle now. Very dangerous position here. You know g4 is certain to come. And he might just blow me off the board here. Okay, let's hit the knight. I can trade if he comes in, he probably will, or I can go forward. He has come in. I'm gonna trade. Yeah, this is the big problem. I haven't got any move to really do anything about it. Let's play queen up. There's a potential check threat if I try and bring the knight up anything. G4, such a dangerous move. I mean, do I have to risk f5? f5 pawn takes... No, f5 looks silly. But I've certainly not played this game well. My opponent's got a really good position here. Let's just see what he comes up with. Queen across. I think knight up makes sense here. I can take the knight with check if he plays bishop up. If he takes, I take and I threaten check. If the queens come off, then g4 is a lot less severe. So take. Now maybe push to gain some space. I'm going to push, try and develop the bishop. Okay, just get the bishop up, hit the rook or hit the bishop, one or the other. Now he plays g4. Now, can I afford to let him take? I think I have to take. Now I'm going to try and eliminate this bishop. No idea if I can. He takes. Let's go with a pawn, open up the file. Right, actually I can't do that. Let's go across. Oh, was that an internet issue there? When the time blinks like that, it tends to mean there's an internet issue. I'm just trying to check to get rid of the queen. I'll check here. Maybe even sack. He plays up. Let's check then. If the queen comes off, it takes away a lot of the risk, or in theory it does. Oh, and the queen has come off, so I'll definitely take. This pawn is lost, I won't worry about that. Obviously, this is really the big problem now. How on earth do I stop this and this? In big, big trouble here. Actually, let's just calmly drop back there. Yeah, he's going for it, he's going for it. I'm going to take and take, I think. Now he pushes, good move. I'm going to have to let him take, I think. I've got nothing here. Ooh, I can't even play where I wanted to play. I've got nothing. Let's try and trade a rook. Now he has to guard his bishop there. Oh, he drops it. Okay, now I can check and take the rook. That should be winning. Yeah, let's just take. He's still got this, of course. Still a serious problem. Right, now I should be alright. Purely because of the clock, he had a really good position there. He had a terrific position there. Wow. 1611, good luck. There's a 900 up there. Let's go c4. I'll have to try and think of a gambit opening just in case I get a game with Hikaru. As I say, gambits are not really my style, but I'll If this is what he's trying to do, it's only right that you go in with the spirit of it. Let's play up. I think a3 might have been better here. He plays up, I think, hit the knight. Okay. I don't remember if this is theory or not. I'm just going to take and drop back and hit the knight, I think. Plays bishop up to hit the knight. Okay, let's just go no nonsense. d3, cut the diagonal, bishop back for when he develops his bishop. Obviously, and bishop up this way. Very typical Reti structure. But this knight is actually trapped right now if I can just get a3 in. I better boost the sound up a little. There's been a couple of moves I haven't actually heard them. My hearing's not very good. That's a very good move. If I take, he gets his knight back. I think I will take. Let him drop his knight back. Oh, he comes forward. Okay, let's pin that then. Knight check, I take, and my knight guards my bishop. Okay. Hold on, have I still got pawn up here? So I'm threatening to take. He's going to have to play a move like this. Oh, he goes with a check. Let's take. I think e6 was playable for him. Now I'll just develop this way. Once I'm castled, I think I'm doing well. But you've always got to try and get your king safe if you can. Oh, he just resigns. Okay. Yeah, when you see something like a 900 up there, 4 out of 5, you know, he might have played really low rated opponents. It could be all legit, of course. You just never know. Alright, 2096, good luck. Now let's hope I play this Caracan better than the last one. Okay, I'm going to go traditional this time. I played g6 last time. I made a bit of a mess of it. What did I decide to do here? Hikaru played this against me when I last played him. But it was really when he attacked on the queen side that I got into a mess. Let's just develop the knight. Eventually I'm going to look for e6. I'll just trade the bishop as soon as I'm forced to do something. I could even drop back and try and drag my pawn across here. Yeah, I think I like the look of that. I'm going to do it. Don't know if it's good or not. I'm going to play it. So rook across is logical, followed by maybe knight forward. Bishop down is obviously going to come. So let's break that pin, hit the pawn. And then I guess one of the rooks should come across. I think the f rook. I'll play the f rook across. I'm not sure if it's right or wrong. Now that's probably a very good move, putting pressure on the pawn there. I can trade across. Yeah, I'm just going to simplify. Very common in the Caracan. If he takes, I take. If he takes, I take with the knight, of course. Or take the rook first. Everything's protected for both sides. Queen up, I might have to trade queens because this pawn is loose. Yeah, so queen down, I'm probably going to have to trade queens. This pawn is very loose. Maybe I've got knight up here to hit the bishop. Knight up, queen down, gain a bishop, lose a knight. I can see a horror show coming here. I'm going to go this way, but you can see queen down and a horror show is coming. With back rank checks, bishop blocks, bishop in. Could be curtains. He goes back. I'm going to hit the bishop and give the king a square here. Really, all I'm trying to do is give the king a square. Man, if I get knight up, the knight can jump in the middle. That could be potentially useful. Let's put the knight in the middle. Maybe here, but then it restricts this escaping. So maybe I have to drop this knight here. Let's just see what he does. Oh, he plays on the side. Okay. I'm going to go this way then. Just guard this. Maybe the knight across here. Or maybe in the middle. Restricts this, hits the bishop. That bishop is a monster though, isn't it? A monster. Okay, comes forward, so I guess my knight needs to logically go back here. Covers this push, but again he's got a lot of pressure coming. Queen across, the knight is pinned. Queen up, the knight is pinned. Yeah, let's pin that knight. He breaks it. Pawn up, takes, no good. Actually, I'm going to push a pawn while I work out what to do. I'm covering the check with my queen, but again, he can get forward easily enough. Let's just push there. Okay, just calmly drop back. Try to keep this covered. I know the knight covers it as well, but try and just keep threats covered. So just drop back. Otherwise, I don't see how I actually break through. Pawn up is logical, but then it gives him a target. I'll probably play it though, just to support the pawn. But of course, at some point he can target now. Right, I'm going to hit that bishop, but I'm hanging a free pawn here. Seriously dubious, but again, he has a pawn hanging at the end. So let's push up. I'll pre-move in case he takes... Ooh, I thought there was a pawn hanging at the end. I don't think there is. Right, now I'm going to play g5, try and cement the pawn. I just realised there, if he'd have taken, he had queen in. Now, do I go f5 here? Yeah, my knight's not doing anything there now, so I'm going to drop it back. He might sack the bishop. He might sack the bishop. He comes up. Let's hit the bishop. Hit the bishop and the pawn. Okay, now I'm completely out of play. Let's offer the queen trade. If the queen comes off, I'm just 1 on the clock. I should be 1 on the clock. Yeah, if he ever pushes, I can take. Or which way? Oh, the clock, actually. It's not a guaranteed win, this, is it? Oh, it is. He was out of time. He was out of time. A little bit fortunate again with that one. Right, 1603, good luck. Well, I've already played this opponent, haven't I? I think we've already played, haven't we? I might be wrong. I think we've already played. Okay, I'll soon know from the quality of play if it's an accurate sort of rating or not. Let's just take, go e6 maybe. I think e6 okay. Bishop up to pin the other knight. It's all just about trying to equalise the position with black. He's going to castle and the rook's going to hit my f-pawn. Very, very dangerous. Extremely dangerous position here. He's going to drop back. I'm going to break the pin, hit the knight, threaten to take and win a pawn. He might gambit and castle. It is a gambit arena. He does, and he does. I'm going to take. So I'm going to gambit back and let him take the knight. If it works for him, you just say well done. I don't like the idea of playing g5. Now he's hitting this pawn, really dangerous. I've got knight up, I can sack a pawn and castle. I don't like the look of that either. If I get knight across to support the knight, then I've got the option of taking back and then castling kingside, but really dangerous position here. Oh, he hits my queen. Okay, I think back is about the only move I've got. Maybe I can swing across here. But I'm just that one move off being comfortable. He does take. So I need knight up. And I'm probably going to be stuck in the middle. I think I have to take here. Now if the queens come off again, then I'm okay. It's not so bad. Queens stay on. I've got a little bit of a problem. Let's check. Now knight up. I can castle if I have to, but it's extremely uncomfortable position to have this. Extremely. Castle or not? I think I'm going to have to. I'm just going to have to risk it. Now can I play a move like knight up? He's got a potential check, a potential pawn loose. King up, check. I guess I have to drop across. Knight up is obviously a move I'd like just to release the rook. A rook challenging a rook. He comes across. So I think I can play knight up. Rook takes, take. I'm not sure I can actually. No, I think I can. I think I can play up. I think the knight is at risk if he grabs the pawn with a potential back rank. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong and he plays well and he wins, you say well done. But if he takes, I think I can grab the knight. It overloads the queen with a back rank threat. He goes with the knight. Well, that just hangs the rook, I think. And then the check here, sorry, is covered by my knight. And now I've got back rank issues, so that's a good win. Right, 1828, good luck. Let's go d4. I haven't got a clue what on earth gambits I want to try and play. I should be sacking a pawn in some of these, but as you'll often hear me say now, I'm really not a gambit player generally. Sometimes maybe in bullet. But the openings I play don't tend to lead themselves to gambit, but it is a gambit arena. Okay, this is very bold. Not necessarily a gambit, but very bold. Let's take the knight. Just calmly play up. Takes or take. All I'm trying to do is castle, get the king safe. That's all I'm looking for. Okay, plays bishop up. Okay, hits my bishop. That's a good move. Now maybe I can push there, just sack a pawn. I think I'd better just play rook across and let him take. Now do I have to go with a knight? I think it makes sense. Guard the pawn. Okay, plays up. That's a really good move, actually deflecting two of my pieces here. Knight across, he takes, he takes, but then he gets pinned, I guess. So let's do that. So bishop takes, I think I've just got rook across. I might quickly pause here and go and put the fire on. I've got a gas fire right next to me. It's just cooling down a little bit now. Or maybe I should wait until after a game. It's not too bad. See, another good move. Can I risk pawn up? This pawn is certainly being lost in it. Do I just push it? Trouble is he just takes the pawn. I'm going to gamble here. I'd rather lose this pawn and keep these intact, I think. Now he does take. I thought I had a move like knight over here. If he takes, I'll take back. He plays down. Okay, can I pin it again? Oh, maybe I can deflect this way. He's probably going to have to go back. He does. So rook up, e5. And I'm really not winning a pawn back, am I? Let's go h4 then. Yeah, I'm going to quickly pause and put my fire on here. Right, it doesn't take very long. I sit right next to the thing. So he has indeed found e5. My knight is completely out of play. Let's just push a pawn up. Okay, so now if I play a knight up, he still can't really take with a bishop. I take the queen. Maybe I can reroute the knight, go after the king. It'll take about 20 minutes for the fire to really start warming up, but then I'll be nice and comfortable after that. Okay, he's played up. Let's go h5. He's playing a very good game here. Oh, the clock. I've given him too much time here. I'm probably losing now. I've got a queen check if I need one. Okay, I think that's a mistake. Hit the queen and rooks. Pawn down, I can just take the queen with a check. So I think he has to move the queen. I'll take the rook this way. Am I better off grabbing the pawn though? No, I've got to go that way. Let's throw in a check. Now potentially I'm coming across with a dangerous attack here. And the pawn supports the rook as well, so queen across is no good. Now he can't just block because of check. Oh, he missed it. Okay, I just need to give myself a square here. Just not blunder this. Now I've got back into the game. I've been struggling here, but check is very strong. Excellent, very good, very good. There, another one, 1100 on 6 out of 6. Right, 2065, good luck. You tend to find that the issue you tend to encounter is not so much players cheating with computers, but players who are deliberately underrated. That's when it's a bit of an issue. Now, whether or not it is in any individual case or not, you have to look at each case on its own merits. It could be someone who's just playing the best games that they will ever play, and a genuine player at that rating level. You never know until you look into it. Let's take... Hold on, I could go with the queen here. Pawn or queen? I'm going to go with pawn. Queen might have been better. I'm going to just push in the middle there. He plays up. I'm going to try and gain space. It's probably a bad move. I should have played the rook across. Okay, am I blundering ideas like this here? Again, I probably should be trading. Yeah, he's come forward. Okay, let's hit the knight then. I'm still blundering this, aren't I? So I've still given him an exchange whatever happens. So I'll just go this way and drop the rook back. But now he's not got his defending bishop. Might give me a potential chance. So b4 takes. Let's play b4. Then rook forward somewhere. Ah, it's not actually any good though, is it? It's no good. Yeah, let's play rook up and knight across, but I've certainly misplayed this one. I'm certainly going to lose this game. He just has to find the right 2 or 3 good moves, and this one's already practically finished. Knight in the middle and bishop up to cover the square. He's got too much here. I've made a bad mistake there. Pawn up, I guess, is playable here, but yeah, he drops back. How do I create pressure? I guess I have to play knight and let him rook across and trade. At least I'm guarding the pawn. Okay, drop back and hit the pawn. Maybe put the knight there. I might have to play a silly move like f3 just to support the pawn here. Let's go f3 just so the pawns are in a chain. It might release the bishop. Up, takes, takes. Let's risk it and go with the pawn. Okay, bishop up. Now if I get the bishop planted, it's a passed pawn that's protected. He might have to sack the rook for a bishop and pawn. Okay, and that gives me a check, queen blocks. Now, can I play a move like this? Takes, rook across. I'm going to line up the idea of up and rook across here, I think. He's got queen takes, rook over. I might as well play it. I'm lost anyway, so I might as well play it. Okay, he pushes up. So now I plant the bishop. And I might as well play a move like g4, but I've played a poor game this time. Okay, I don't see a counter threat. Let's go g4, look to take. Oh, I've just hung a rook. I just missed that completely. That's my first really bad poor game, so well done. Right, 1539, good luck. Let's just go g3. Again, I'll know pretty quickly what sort of strength my opponent's at, just from the quality of the moves and the speed of the moves. Okay, just play up there. Just logical development, that's all I'm looking at. Let's play a queen up, potentially forward. Now he does have knight down, which could be annoying. So I'm going to risk e4 here. Probably bad. I'll take back if he takes en passant. If he doesn't, at least I've got a pawn in the middle. f5 is going to come, of course. Let's hit the bishop and force it away. Okay, he goes back. Now I've got queen up with a knight threat. Knight in is covered by the pawn. It's just a little bit dangerous. Can he get away with running away? Possibly. Let's just see what happens. But knight g5, queen takes is a significant threat here. This is what you've got 3 minutes for. You might as well use your time. Just take your time. Take 30 seconds if you need to. Obviously you can't take too long, otherwise he'll end up just flagging himself later in the game, even if he survives it. But you've got to take some time. Knight up, pawn takes, bishop takes. Knight up I think is still playable. Queen up is still mate. Right, hopefully my fire's warming up now. It just takes that 15-20 minutes. Yeah, he has sacked the knight. But knight g5 is still a very strong threat here, of course. So it's mate next move. He might have to sack the queen. Yeah, he just resigned, so that's a good win. Right, 1843, good luck. How to factor in some gambits. As you'll hear me say on and off, I'm really not a gambit player. So I don't particularly know the type of openings that lead to them. I think I'm going to take there, just for the sake of a bit of variety. Actually, let's go for an endgame, why not? Just close the bishops down a little bit. If it's bad, it's bad. It might be bad. Okay, pushes. Very much a King's Indian position now. Oh, is he going queenside? He might be going queenside here. Let's find out. He just plays down. I'm still going to play f5. Let's take with a knight. If he takes, I'm going to take with the knight. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes queenside. He does. So I need to try and sack to open the position up. Again, if he takes here, I'll go with the pawn, but I'm just trying to sack there, just to open up the file. So queen across just to pressure the knight. Knight's got a natural square, but I don't really see a follow-up after that. Oh, I suppose knight up and I'm threatening to grab a pawn for free. Oh, that allows me a knight up tempo, so now I'm threatening to grab the pawn next move. Where does he go? If he has to protect his knight, so he comes forward. Yeah, now I can just take. If he takes, I just take, and the pieces are overloaded. The queen's overloaded. So he goes back, so there's another pawn hanging. Okay, I'll take that as well. This is risky though, because I'm opening up a file. It's always risk and reward, and it's certainly risky. Can I get away with pushing a pawn here? Rook up is a potential move. Let's just chill out and wait and see what he does. So he does go for it. This is very risky what I've walked into here. I don't think I can take time to grab another pawn. Maybe knight across. Yeah, I'm going to try and bring a knight into the middle. Knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes is probably bad for me though. Oh, he pushes, he hits the knight, okay. Or maybe I've got rook up here. I want the rook across on f8 though, that's the problem. Oh, does it, if I move the knight, does he want queen takes? Maybe. I'm going to play it then. If I move knight over, he might have been looking at this. This is far from clear cut. I do have knight up to hit the queen and rook I've just seen. I hadn't seen that. Okay, so let's play up, hit the queen, hit the rook. And if I get the pawn and whip the knight, that should be good enough. What does he do? Queen back. I've got rook takes pawn, check first I think, and then take the rook. Yeah, so I think I can just take with check and then grab the rook. And then grab the knight to follow. If the knight moves, there's actually a back rank mate threat, depending on where he goes. He could go to these. Just take with a queen, looks clean enough. A clean rook up. Advance pawns. Okay, bishop up, I can just take it. Now I just collect. Excellent, very good, very good. 23-03, good luck. Now this is a big step up in rating at my level, so this is going to be a much tougher game. But this is what you want, you test yourself against stronger players. And I think bishop d2 is okay here. Let's hit the bishop. I really want to bring the bishop this way, but it means dragging a pawn across. But that's kind of the principle of the reti, that's what I want to stick to. Okay, just see if he wants to take the bishop, he does. Right, get castled. I'm going to push here. Well, he plays knight out wide, hitting the pawn. Okay, let's play up and hit the bishop and defend the pawn then. So if I take, he takes. Let's play rook across. Okay, I could take that. I don't think I should. I could. I don't think I should. But this pawn is falling if I don't. I'd love to go here, but he takes and he hits the queen. That's really annoying. I think I better had then. Let's play knight forward. If he takes, I'll drag my pawn into the middle. So everything's being hit all over the place here. He takes the bishop. Let's just take. But I'll undouble my pawns if he takes the queen. Right, so e3 is a logical move, of course. So I guess I've got to play that. Of course, he can play this any time he wants. I can't really stop it. So what do I do? I'm going to play rook over to support the pawn just so the knight's a bit freer. There's no way to kick his knight though, is there? Maybe I can actually push here before my opponent does. He counter pushes. Okay, let's push and maybe bring the king up. Yeah, rook across, logical. I think I'll push again. Probably a bad idea. Now he goes back. Okay, I'm going to push here. Now push again and rook across. Mustn't pre-move though, of course he doesn't have to take. And that's just to stop my opponent putting his pawn there. Hold on, I can kick the knight now. Of course, he can play knight over and trade knights. I'm going to be forced. Actually, no. If he moves knight over right now, there's a check. So rook up, rook across, look to grab. So pressure the knight. Okay, so take, king takes, check. I don't think quite works for me. Let's go here and possibly in. Hold on, have I got rook up here, pressure the knight? Wow, excellent. That's an excellent win. Excellent. Not very often that I beat players at that level. Not very often. Very good. Wow, Hikaru's nearly got his second account up to 3,000 as well. 1872, good luck. Let's hope if we get a game with Hikaru, he rolls out the blitz Gambit, because he has got it on his list. Let's hope he just gives me a free queen, but he'd still have the cheek to go and beat me anyway. You can see that coming mile off. He'd still have the cheek to do that. And to be fair to him, when he does play it, he won't just play it against a really low rated player. He will play it against somebody who can have a reasonable game. Just because he's good enough that he can do that, of course. Now what do I do? Put the queen in the middle. Maybe knight up here. And try and break at some point, but again, not the best structure that I've gotten into this game. This is going to be a bit of a tricky one to deal with. I'll just play a holding move while I try and work out a plan, but I haven't really got one. What on earth do I do here? Knight back and up to challenge the knight, maybe? I keep getting into a slightly iffy positions, don't I? Let's drop the knight back. Just challenge the knight, but this is going to get overloaded at some point. I don't think I can defend the pawn. I mean, rook up and rook across, and I'm so defensive. Don't really want that. Ooh, he's found a tactic. He's found a tactic. I can't even really get away with pushing there. Let's play knight up and takes. So you can see this one going pear shape, but not to worry. So again, two pawns are being attacked. How on earth do I create counterplay? I think g5, g4. Chase the knight somewhere, try and get my knight forward. If the game's lost, well, you might as well try something caution to the wind, so let's go forward again. Now knight in, do I sack? Just sack on the spot. I might as well. I've just blown this game. I've played a really, really poor game here. So you might as well just sack the house. I guess rook across if he takes. He goes with the queen. Again, I guess I've got rook across, but what's it gaining me? Not gaining me anything realistically, is it? I think I've got to play it, but he can afford to grab the pawn and trade, I think, and I'm just pretty much doomed here, aren't I? Yeah, this is just one of them poor games. I've had a blip in concentration somewhere, given him a chance, and he's taken it. So them games you just say, well done, you deserve what you get. Actually, have I got knight across here? I've got knight up hitting the pawn. If queen takes, the rook falls, and that would be a back rank mate. Okay, hit the rook. He might sack the exchange here. We can just run the pawn down the board. I think it's probably good enough. Now check. Dark square, because he doesn't have a follow-up immediate check. He does there. So go in the corner. Rook across. So hit the rook again, but it is covered. Maybe knight back again. Oh, that just wins it, yeah. Yeah, that was just a really bad game. That again, he's probably a stronger player than an 1880 there. You tend to find that a lot of players tend to be, deliberately underrated. Nothing suspicious about the play at all. As long as his rating's legit, then you say well done. I look to remove that defending bishop. I just drop the queen right back and h3 with tempo on the knight. Then maybe just e3 and bishop up. Probably sensible to trade there. Might have been before he played that. Let's just play up one then. Oh, he goes that side, so he's going back to c7. So that at least allows my knight forward, so he doesn't have that knight there. He's got the other one. Right, now I'll take the pawn. Oh, he takes. Have I got anything here? I don't see it, so I'll just take. I might as well go f4. And it still looks reasonable to actually castle kingside. Guard the pawn. So I need to reroute my knight here now. So bishop up so the knight can flip round. And then rook across. Okay, still knight up there. Hit the knight. If I trade these off, then that's not bad at all. Pawn up allows this, so it's a little bit annoying. Rook up first, I think double up and pressure the pawns. You might get a chance to sack in the middle. I think I should push there. I just want to play rook across here if I can. Right, rook across, now pawn up. Obviously he might have had a move like bishop down at some point. Oh, can I take now? Pin the rook. This pawn is actually still loose, so go back and hit the pawn. Queen across. It's still actually not winning for me though somehow. Okay, get on this. Keep this pawn guarded. I'm going to try and just stop the queen coming here and then run the king up a little bit, I think. Ooh, I think I can actually take that. I think that's a mistake. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 pawns up, so trading queens looks good. But I'm getting another free pawn, so I might as well take it. If the queens come off now, it's definitely winning. How do I get the queen off? I don't know, but it's definitely winning if I do. So check, he goes across. Rook down, and there's an immediate threat. Yeah, let's play rook across. We're threatening check or block. This should be winning barring sloppy blunders. But I'm perfectly capable of sloppy blunders, of course. Yeah, rook across. Surely now check must be winning. Now just trade everything off the board, and I've got too much here. Connected past pawns. Just run the pawn up the board. He can't really do anything about that. just come in and collect. Excellent, very good, very good. Oh, I'm still somehow in third place. See, a 1500 on 14 out of 17. That looks a little bit dubious. An 1100, 9 out of 10. Obviously, you can't comment until you investigate them after the event. But you do tend to find a lot of players do deliberately try and get their ratings so far below their real rating. And what happens is when you're playing these tournaments, the system tries to match you up with players roughly of your own level. And some players try and cheat like that by really crashing the rating. You don't know in any individual case, as I say, until you actually investigate them, but that does happen, unfortunately. Right, I think trade and just pin the knight here. You get a feel very quickly when the quality of play that comes and the speed of play as to what sort of rating level somebody is playing at. And it's not to say I can't lose a game in a one-off random game against anybody of any rating level. Of course I can, but when somebody's on like 9 out of 10 with a rating like that, you think, well, how can that realistically happen? Okay, hits the pawn. This happened in a game early, didn't it? I've gotten into a bad position a few times here in the Caro-Kann. So I guess rook across, what does he want knight in? I'm just going to play a holding move, make room for the knight and put the other knight here. Oh, well now I can go in with a tempo on the bishop and swap the knights over. Then the other knight can retreat here. Oh, he comes in, do I give him an exchange? Now once he moves away, he's got the knight coming in to hit the rook again, but I think I'm alright here. Oh, I've just seen this was hanging there and I missed it. So connect the two knights. Again, he's just playing very well. There's nothing suspicious about this. He's just playing very well. I'll have to try and think of a gambit opening at some point, though, just to be in the spirit of the tournament. Oh, and I've just walked. What the hell have I done? What on earth have I done that for? Okay, well this is well and truly a gambit. Now I've just given him an exchange. I'm going to go with the knight just so I can drop this one back. Whoa, this is a serious problem now. That's what happens when your concentration dips a little bit. That's mean I can certainly lose games to players at this level. No problem at all. Up, takes. Let's push the pawn. If he pushes, I think I can take. Okay, I guess I have to take. But I'm going to need a lot of luck on my side to turn this one round now. He goes with the rook. I'd want to put the queen here, but he can push. Take, and he just pushes or takes maybe. I've got no other squares, have I? I think I kind of have to go there. He's just played a terrific game, he really has. Now if I take, he just comes down, trade, up. I'm going to grab the pawn, but I think he'll play a rook down. And I'll have to break the pin. He might just trade the rook and then play the other rook down. Oh, he plays the queen there instead. Wow. Okay, well let's take the rook. I have really blundered this like a right horlicks, haven't I? What do I do here? This is horrendous, unbelievable. Let's drop back, but he can take now and I have to take. And then he just plays rook down, king across. I'm in an absolute pickle and a half here, no salvaging this. He just has to hold his nerve and he's got a really good win. So I have to play across. I don't think he'll trade. He does grab material. Any chances here? He's actually... Oh, he hasn't even given me a chance to break the pin. He's got rook up coming. King up, rook up. I might as well just check then. Rook up is just crushing, isn't it? There's no way to defend it, I don't think. Check. Oh, has he blundered a repetition? Unbelievable that I salvaged that one. Unbelievable. Yeah, and 1100 on 11 out of 13, or 1700, where was it? 14.99, good luck. Let's put the bishops on the other diagonal. I think c4, knight c3 again. Mustn't pre-move anything because he can always play bishop takes at any moment. So mustn't pre-move anything. Maybe knight across is playable and trade the bishops. Okay, I guess a4 makes sense there. Rook across and try and gain a bit of centre ground. He hits the pawn. Okay, I'm going to try and plant a pawn forward if I can. Knight in, what's he looking at there? I'm not sure. I'm trying to close down his diagonal bishop. I'm just right, so that's restricted, so that's not quite so bad now. Knight up is a move. I think I want the bishop back coming up this way potentially, but just try not to blunder this. So bishop there right now, he's got knight takes pawn. Now I don't want to take that. I'm going to drop back and challenge this knight. I will take it if I get a chance, but again, I can just feel this is a stronger player than a 1500. You can just kind of sense that. Okay. Let's just play queen up. He's going to push the pawn at some point. Maybe h4, allowing bishop up is an idea. Then eventually at some point push or trade around here. Not an easy position at all, this for both of us. Not easy. Again, I don't really want bishop up there because it blunders knight takes pawn. Now he's given me a chance. He's given me a chance to sack there. Yeah, it can't be good, can't be good. I'm going to play knight across and in and try and hit this bishop and line up f4, I think. Yeah, he's playing very, very well here, but he's playing very well at pace. So it tells me, I don't think I'm really playing a 1500. I think he's stronger than that. Now, can I try and push? Yeah, see, he takes. You can just tell sometimes, you can just tell. Let's double the rooks up. Not double the rooks up. F1. Yeah, I'm definitely not playing a 1500 this game. It just feels like he's... Yeah, look at that as well. I'm playing somebody who's underrated here. Let's hope it's just accidental. Or a new account or something. I've got nothing at all, have I? This is like a certain loss as well. What have I got? Queen up. He's got a queen check. I can sidestep. I better go forward here actually. Bishop back. But this is just, you know, this is a shocking game. Now he wants me to take there, I guess. Because my bishop hangs. Yeah, he's playing way too good for a 1500. There's no way I'm playing a 1500 here. Can I route the bishop like this? Obviously he's got threats like rook coming down at some point. My rook guards this threat. King's got one square here or here. Bishop up. Can I almost trap his queen, but then the pawn falls. So if I grab the pawn now, must be bad, right? Let's play rook across. I'm gonna gamble here. I need to get the bishop somehow around here, not like that. I still can't draw arrows, you know what I mean? Bishop round like that. I need something like that, or I need to break here. Right, bishop up. The rook check is covered. But this bishop is just dead, isn't it? Let's play rook up and bishop up. I still can't draw arrows. Now try and get rid of this bishop. If I can, I'll take. I can. But again, it doesn't work. Let's hit the rook. Let's push. Yeah, there's no way 1500s can play like this. Oh, and he's gone and blundered. Oops, I mustn't pre-move, he can go back. Oh my good god, how the hell did I win that? Right, 1967, good luck. I'm going to switch to a Sicilian for this one. I've been getting... Oh no, he is playing a Gambit, okay. I'll take him up on it then, why not? That's in the spirit of the taunt, I suppose, playing a Gambit, just sacking a pawn. I'll have to try and come up with some openings like that myself. Ooh, what? Okay, what have I forgotten here? I know he's got knight takes or rook takes, but I think rook takes. He wants to plant the knight there. Okay, let's play knight up and trade. Then a very quick d6 afterwards, very, very quick. Okay, just take. I'm going to play up just so he can't sack here. A queen up, hit the pawn. Okay, so let's take the pawn, hit the knight. He plays queen up, so just a simple knight up, look to trade. Now I could go either way, I could take with the queen, but I'm going to take with a pawn. He's got queen down and I can play f5 or g6. I think I'll go g6 here, because he's got no other piece to really attack with. If I get the queen off the board, then I'm obviously doing well, but it's a big if. Still a big if. Queen up and across, maybe. Hold on, I've got check there. Not sure it gets me anything. Pawn up, pawn up. Bishop takes, bishop takes. That feels bad. Let's just play queen up. Something else to cover this. Maybe queen across and trade. If the queen comes off, my king's a lot safer. Whereas his king's actually in a pretty good position. Oh, that just blunders the rook. After I take the rook, just drop the queen back here. Just queen right back, that should be winning now, of course. Still possible to blunder these positions, but it should be winning. Let's, expand and try and get the bishop into play. Keep this solid. I think I can just take there, just bring the bishop this way, just keep it ultra solid now. Queen up, what am I missing here? Okay, let's just sack the pawn just to develop the rook and keep the king ultra safe. Right, push up there. Now bishop up somewhere other than try and trade, he goes back. I guess I've got a check here. Now bishop up. Maybe I can just sack rook for the bishop here. Now I'm threatening bishop takes, king takes, rook takes, so that's a move. I think I'll do that. Rook takes. Let's just checkmate. Very good. So yeah, 1578 on 16 out of 20. 1386, good luck. Now this is somebody who's just new to the tournament. Okay, queen up. Knight up is correct. Normally it's one of these either. If queen up, I think you can just play knight takes and get a tempo on the queen, but otherwise just take. Now what you like to do in the reti is develop your bishop here, but black can sometimes force an endgame. The problem with knight up, you've got knight down, is a serious problem to deal with. So I'm just going to go e3 and bishop this way. He's probably going to castle queen side here. Hold on. Bishop takes, king takes, knight check. I think I can still play it. I don't think the sack works. Right, now I can develop the knight. Knight across and get one of these off the board. Okay, not this move. Let's play queen across. Knight back, and what have I got? Maybe queen down, maybe queen back. No, I don't want to give him a repetition. I'm going to go here. D4 is an obvious move, of course, at some point. So let's play that. Maybe bishop up or bishop up. I'm going to go this way to just try and cover the knights both sides and then knight in. So try and trade off one knight and then maybe the other one. Of course, he's just got to not move his knight and drop a silly checkmate here. Otherwise, again, logical development. He pushes. I can counter push, I can take. I think I'm going to counter push here. And just try and put the bishop back. Again, he's going for it though, isn't he? He's really going for it. Again, he's playing a lot stronger than a 1380. He's doing very well, but again, nothing suspicious about it. He's just playing very, very well. Oh, when that blinks like that, that normally means there's an internet issue, but my router is okay. The green lights are still on. Let's look to just simplify here. Then I've got a problem. What on earth do I do with my bishop? What to do with your bishop? Let's play pawn up and try and put the bishop into place somewhere. Hold on. Bishop a3 is better. Try and trade this. Maybe I can play a5. If pawn down, I think I can just risk taking it. It opens up the forward. I think I can take. Okay, bishop down. I actually blundered there. I can still take. Can I get rid of the knight first? I can. If I take and he plays knight takes, he actually hangs a checkmate. So I think he's just blundered. Oh, he can take the bishop, can't he? I've blundered. Oh my good God. Oh my good God. I've just chucked the game away. Oh my good God. Now I'm back in the realms of needing an absolute miracle again. What on earth have I done to this? What on earth have I done here? I need a miracle now. Let's play rook across. This is just a loss now. He just has to hold his nerve. So now we're going to find out if he really is a 1300 or not. If he suddenly quickens up and finds wonder moves, then might be a little bit suspicious. Let's play queen up and back. I need to give the king a square. He's played a... Oh my good God. My rook is trapped. How has he done that? I'm going to offer the queen trade, otherwise it's just clean lost. Yep, just a rook down to a 1300. I think it's legit. I don't think he's suspicious. I think it is legit, this. Now, does he blunder the back rank and give me a queen for rook? Let's play up, king up. Oh, he just plays up. Oh my goodness. I need to play this up as well, don't I? This is a horror show, absolute horror show. Rook down and rook across. Maybe it's playable. He's played pawn down. So let's play rook down and maybe across. If he checks, I've got king up. Well, again, he's blundered again. Oh, he's got checkmate. I don't believe it. He hasn't blundered. Oh my goodness. No, this is me. This is not suspicious. This is me. This is where you get lag on chess.com, sadly, so you'll see the pieces just go out of sync when you play quickly. Yeah. I think that was a genuine game. I think it was legit. I'll have to investigate it after the event. Right, 23-18, good luck. I know I've played this player before. Yeah, that's just going to throw my concentration for the rest of the game now. There's no point really playing any more of this event now, I don't think. I will do, but I don't think there's any point in it. Yeah, I'm just going to go through the motions now. I'm just not going to concentrate at all the rest of this event. Not going to make very good watching now. Okay, just push. Plays knight in. Let's just push. Just hit the knight. Yeah, there's a pawn gone now. What do I do? Up. He just pushes. I guess I can take if he pushes, but this is just ridiculous, isn't it? Ridiculous. Now my piece hangs as well. I mean, I'm playing a 2300E. There's nothing wrong with this. It's just that last game. Thrown me completely, that. Oh, I've allowed him to push now and take with a check. Okay, so he trades pawns. I guess that's kind of forced. There's not much I can do in this position. I've just got to sit and hold and wait for him to try and advance and see if he finds a way to break through. I'm a pawn down. Now that is a good move. Let's play rook down. I can obviously play king down, but hold on. Rook down. Check down is no good. I've just bungled this completely, haven't I? Just get on with the next one. I can't be bothered with that one. After that previous game, it just throws your concentration completely. There's another one, 1300, 15 out of 19. That's not ever likely to happen in reality. Same as that, 18 out of 24 for 1500. Right, 2213, good luck, but... Okay, let's just drop back. You're trying to just stop your opponent playing an early e6 in these lines, even if you have to play it yourself and concede space. Let's go c5 and try and open things up. I don't have to actually go up there. Let's play queen up. We are hitting a pawn. He's got knight up, I guess. But I'm threatening to take, and if knight takes, grab a pawn. Yeah, he does play knight up, so I will take. Okay, he's allowed it. Is this a poison pawn then? He gets rook across and he comes in. I'm actually just going to assume it is. I'm just going to play knight up and prepare the castle. I'm not going to go pawn grabbing. I'm going to push this one. If pushes, obviously I'll have to take, but I get a square for the knight. Knight up otherwise to pressure the pawn. Again, I have a feeling I've played this before as well. I think we played in one of Hikaru's arenas recently. I'm pretty sure I lost it, but I can't remember. But again, stronger player than me. That's what you expect. Let's play knight up and hit the bishop, and then bishop up maybe. I don't want a castle. As soon as a castle, everything flies in. Okay, so let's check. Now bishop up to hit the queen. Rook across to pressure the knight. But as soon as a castle, I'm in a heap full of trouble, and I don't think I can get away with castling the other side. I don't think I can get away with it. I'm going to play rook over and prepare a possible sack. Hold on, do all that in push. Yeah, I'm going to go here and then back here. If he ever pushes, excuse me, just go back. Right, now we're probably at the moment where I'm going to have to castle soon. Although, maybe I've got a check here. Pawn up. Oh, pawn up, I hang my bishop, that's no good. He's just swamped the board, hasn't he? Completely swamped it. I'm going to play a rook up here. Now king up. What on earth have I got? I've got practically no moves. Let's just drop back. I wonder if I need to play a move like g6, get creative on the other side. Yeah, he's moved that side. Right, queen back. How on earth do I move the knight without dropping my bishop? Maybe I've got to just go b5, bite the bullet. Yeah, I've put this bishop in a dreadful position, terrible position. He done rook across. I'm just going to have to go for it. Oh, can he just take instantly? I've just blundered anyway, haven't I? You can just take the bishop. That's a shocker. Oh, he doesn't take it. Yeah, knight takes, rook takes, and I hang my queen, don't I? Let's play queen up. Oh, he does push now. Let's take. Bishop up. Hold on, do I have to take? Probably. Now I should castle, though. I really should try and castle if it's possible. I don't think it's possible. I'm just not concentrating now. I'm not focused now after that earlier game. Yeah, rook up. If I castle, I hang my knight. Let's play rook back. Oh, we're just allowed to check. I guess I can drop rook back again. Now I've given him knight takes pawn. Yeah, I've just lost my mind completely here. Oh, that is horrendous, isn't it? It's probably time to stop, but there's half an hour left. I might as well play the event out, but I'm doing terribly now. You always tend to get this, so there's always some players who do rather surprisingly well for their rating. 1647, good luck. Don't think this is the player I played earlier. Oh, let's play a Sicilian. Okay, so takes is a potential here. Now my rook's on a good square. Takes and pushes potential, but I don't want to trade queens really. So let's just centralise the rook, stick to principles. Now I'll take and push. He goes back. It's probably good to take there, just so it isolates one of his pawns. Now get the knight, hit the bishop, but really I'm just jumping sides here. Come across, I'm hitting a pawn. Again, that could be what we call a poison pawn. It might open up the diagonal, so not necessarily one to take. Yeah, he comes down and hits the rook. That's a good move. Let's just play rook across, rook across. Maybe hit the bishop. Chess is a bit of a brutal game. When your concentration goes, it really goes. It only takes one game. Right, let's get a tempo kicking the bishop. Get the knight across. Take with the pawn if he takes. You get a tempo on the rook. And you're trying to keep his bishop behind the pawn wall. Okay, so I could actually take that there, so I think I should. No, get another tempo, pressuring the pawn. Let's play knight up again, pressure the pawn. And give my king a square at some point. A potential square anywhere. Oh, he pushes, wow. If I take, rook takes, queen across takes, takes. I think it's playable. If I'm blundering, you just say fair enough. I'm guarding the pawn and knight, but the queen's a bit overloaded here, so again, got another poor position. Yeah, another really good move. There is a potential. Can I trick him? Let's play rook across. If he takes, I take back, and I'm covering the pawn. But I'm threatening knight up to take the bishop and open his king up a little here. Knight in hits the rook. If he takes, I take. That's no good to me. Right, I'm taking a risk here. Guarding the pawn. The back rank is open. I have to play a move like g3 or h3. Again, if he takes, I'm safe to take. There's no immediate one move back rank mate. Now there is a serious threat. So play h3, king up. Oh, I'm walking into a pin though, aren't I? I guess I've got f4 here maybe. f4. So if he takes now, I'm going to take with the pawn, not the queen. Whoa, okay. I guess I've actually got knight up here. I hit the queen and hit the bishop. What? Oh, have I blundered? I can hit the queen with the pawn. Knight takes. He's still fine, I think, here. But where does he go? He goes here. So queen across takes, takes. It must be right to take. Again, another one playing an amazing game. Let's go defensive here. Get the rook on the f-file. We've seen that as well. Wow. I'm going to push the pawn and try and get a passed pawn. Right, now I'm on the f-file. There's a queen check potential. Right, let's check. Come back. Potential check. Yeah, how he's doing this I don't know. It's another one playing way above the rating level. Let's just push a pawn. Can't think of anything else. Okay, let's come in, pressure the pawn. Okay, let's check and come back. Oh, he's blundered the rook. Oh, he can actually block. Hold on. Rook across and take. He can't take there because he's still pinned. Okay, he could have actually taken there. Let's bring the king up. Wow, I got away with one again there, didn't I? 1997, good luck. Okay, let's go G6. Oh, there's still 25 minutes left here actually, so still time for another 4 or 5 games. So let's just push here. Okay, let's push. I think I can just take here. He has to go with the knight first there. I think I can take and hit the queen. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. Somewhat like knight down and there's a queen check. He can block with a queen, but it gets it off the board, or he hangs a rook. So I think knight down's no good. I might just trade bishop for knight and then bring the other knight across to f6. Okay, so... if I play knight across now, knight down... Oh, it is covered, isn't it? Knight down I just trade and then I've still got the same queen check. But it's probably sensible to actually take here. Splits his pawn structure as well. Right, I'm going to do that now. See if he dares bring his king forward. He might do. Because it's a gambit arena, we might actually do it. He doesn't. Pawn up's no good. Just bring the knight across. Get e6 in. He's got no knight or dark squared bishop to challenge my knight, so e6 looks fairly safe. And it's just, again, you're just trying to stop your opponent blasting the middle open. But maybe I want him to. Maybe I should allow him to. No. Okay, he pushes up. So I think I really have to play it now. That bishop's going to be very powerful. Knight across and you've got a potential square. There's pressure on the pawn. Pawn up looks strong. Or maybe b5 actually. Just break this tree up. If he pushes, yeah, let's go b5. Pre-move in case he takes, but if he pushes, I've got a very nice square for the queen or the knight. I'm going to try the queen and bring the rook across. Or maybe the other rook across. Okay, he comes up. Let's go up and hit the pawn then. Goes back, so just pressure this one. Knight across is a threat. Okay, so I've got to go back. So I guess I've got to go back. I can still bring one of the rooks across, I'm not sure which one. Dare I risk opening this up and allowing his rooks in? I'm not sure I dare. Not sure I dare. He's played rook across. No, he just takes, doesn't he? He just takes. Yeah, let's play this rook. Then my king can maybe run away this way if it has to. Ooh. Okay, now am I missing something? Now I am going to try and open it up because his king's a little bit more open. I think he's looking at a sack like this. Right now I don't think it works, but with the extra rook across it might do. Probably got to play a rook back. I think something like that is what he's looking at. But I'm so far up on the clock here, I really should just really slow it down now. Just really slow it down. Takes must be right. Or even just rook up to hit the pawn. I've still got this rook to defend with. I can kick the queen. I think I'm solid, but... Yeah, bishop down, so he's offering a trade. My good knight for his bad bishop. Just take the pawn, hit another pawn. Okay, now it's dangerous. Now it is dangerous. I think I'm in time to take, and I take back with a check. Okay. Again, I can take. Knight check is covered. I can kick the queen. I think it's best just to kick the queen here. If he wanders off, then I can take. I actually take with a rook now. Yeah, that's a very good win. Much better there. What am I on? 15.5 out of 21. Just them couple of iffy games. I'll investigate my opponents after the event. Now here's another one. 1400. And he's in 26th position. See. I'm going to play a different line. Somebody played this earlier. I don't know if I've already played this opponent or not. Somebody played this line earlier. Now let's go sensible. And let's just try and tempt him forward. Right, hit the pawn if he castles. Okay, knight up. Probably just drop the knight to c2. Knight up here, and there's a sack though. Yeah. If he doesn't castle, I'm threatening takes, check and whip. And he sees it. Let's drop back then. I guess f5 is coming. So I'll probably have to go in the middle. Knight back to guard c, to guard e4 and then d4. But he's playing very, very quick for a 1400. As well as the quality of moves, he's playing them quickly. Do I risk it? Do I risk it? I'm going to drop back and I'm going to stick to this plan of opening the middle up. I just think my opponent, though, he's playing very, very quickly for a 1400, considering he's outrated by so many points. If he takes, yeah, it's still right to go with a pawn. Now what do I do with this knight? Maybe it's worth a sack, maybe it isn't. Whoa, he seriously pushes? Okay, let's play a bishop up. I think I've actually just blundered here. I think he can just take there. Oh my good God, I have blundered. What on earth is going on here? You know, you don't have to be a grandmaster to see that one, do you? That earlier game has just thrown me completely. That's all it takes is one game and your concentration just goes. Okay, let's pin the knight. Now to push or not to push? I think it's right to push and keep the pawns intact, take with the knight. I'm going to drop the knight back here. I'm going to try and not trade it off if I can. Try and keep it complicated. Try and get some extra centre space. Now, has he just blundered? That's a free piece, right? Or am I missing something? Am I missing something, or has he just blundered? Surely now I can push. Ah, pushing allows knight down. Let's drop knight back and in. He can just take here though, can't he? Yeah, I'm going to allow knight in because he can just take that in any event. Let's check. Pawn up. I'm going to try and play knight up and challenge this knight. He's got a check. I can run away or come in. I think I'm alright. Okay. I guess I have to drop back. Don't go on the other square. Bishop check is covered. Bishop takes, pawn takes. Otherwise, knight actually played at e2 now. I could play knight to e2 or d3 here. He runs back. I think he's made another mistake here. Sorry, hit the rook, hit the knight. It might actually be good for him though, this, because this is now weak again. Let's play rook across. All you ask is that your opponent's legit, of course. It's all you ask. So pawn up hits the knight, and surely I push again. I've got knight in. Oh, knight in looks very strong. Hit the queen, threaten a check, but I can come here and close the bishop out, and there's a pawn loose depending on where he goes. If he goes there, the check wins the queen. If he goes in the light square, I can take, hit the bishop and support the knight. Check threat. I can bring the queen. Oh, he's blundered. He just didn't see that I was defending it. Oh, I think he didn't see it. Okay, let's take the... Okay, that's a good win. There's only 14 minutes left now. 2 or 3 more games. I better turn my fire off in a minute, actually. Okay, 1378, good luck. Now again, this is a player who's just new to the tournament, so it's not one of these who are doing really well, but we'll soon know if it's somebody of that rating level or not, just from the quality and speed of the moves. How much theory do they know? See, this is all standard theory, but 1300's knowing all this. Knight up. This time I'm going to castle early, but obviously I'm still walking into this problem. Okay, hit the knight. I don't think the sack works. He goes back. Rook across. All I want to do here is get that queen off the board. If the queen comes off the board, then I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm going to click my fire off. As soon as this is done, I go on into another room, so there's no point leaving the fire on, because it still chucks off heat for a good bit after the game. Is it still my opponent's move? It is. Okay, so I've got a chance to trade rooks. I've not got much else though, have I? Knight up, and he's really going to play g4, and I can't currently take. Knight across isn't playable. I'm going to play rook up and double the rooks up and see if he takes. If he takes, I can take with a pawn and push, I think. I don't really need to pre-move, but I'm going to. If he takes, I'm going to come across. Now I'm going to double up and just try and get as much material off the board as I can. So take. Let's push. If I get g6 in, then I'm solid. Or am I? Am I? Is he going to play this? Right now I can take because my knight supports it, and I can bring the other knight back to support as well. And if he pushes here, I can take. If he pushes here, I could be in trouble. No, if he pushes this pawn, I can actually play knight takes this one and hit the queen. So he goes back. And let's just push and try and open this up. If he takes, I can take with the knight. Tempo on the queen. We get a discovered check, whatever, and I can get the queen off the board. And I'll feel a lot more comfortable with the queen off. Sorry, it's not a check, but you know what I mean, it's a pin indirectly. So now this is nothing like as strong as it would have been because the queen's not there. Maybe he can play an idea like this, but I think I'm okay. Okay, he's got knight down. Still not easy. I think I've got rook across and collect the pawn. Knight down and knight down, but I think I'm still okay. So take. It comes in. Okay, let's just get behind this pawn while I try and work out a plan. Oh, he's trying to checkmate me. Okay, let's hit the knight then. Check, up, knight takes, I can still take. Okay, he goes back and supports the knight. So now that each knight is guarding each knight, if one moves, the other's going to fall. If he takes, I can take back. And maybe I've got knight up here coming. Oh, I've got knight down here, haven't I? This knight's being hit though. Yeah, I've got knight over, hit the rook and knight. If he takes, I take this knight. I mustn't pre-move anything here though. Oh my goodness, have I blundered again? What the hell have I done? I've lost another one. Oh my good god, have I lost to a 1300 again? Although he can't just go back, I can take. Is knight's loose here as well? It's not completely over yet. Knight back covers his escape squares. Okay. I'm trying to cover his knight's escape squares here. Knight up and trade a set of knights might be playable. It's not that easy for him to win, I don't think. Yeah, he's moved his knight. I'm going to bring a knight up here and try and simplify the position. If he pushes, I just take with a knight, I think. He goes back. Right, let's just take. Oh, now I can take. Now I should be alright. He can always push here. Let's bring king down. Hasn't he played a terrific game there? Wow. Probably a good idea that I've avoided Hikaru in this, because boy, my form has dipped, hasn't it? It just throws you though when you get these players. Here's another one. 1459, good luck. Oh, now that's something. Okay, taking with his king and playing like this, that makes you immediately dubious. Just whip the knight here if you get chance. Okay, you do. Just go straight to an endgame, then I should be fine. A 1400 playing like that, that's deliberate move, that one. That's not an accident. Let's just develop the bishop. Let's get the rook across, just get on the file. Knight across is a potential, get the other rook across. Okay, I can actually take there because I'm hitting the rook. So I can take and then drop back maybe. Let's just take and drop back. Maybe he's just taking part in the spirit of the event, being a gambit, of course. He might just think, well, if it's a gambit, I'll just gambit. What to do, what to do. Let's play rook over and pawn up. Rook across. I can't actually protect this, can I? I've just realised. Terrible. Let's go in the middle. Yeah, again, this is not a 1400, I don't think, that I'm playing here. Something a little bit dubious here again. Let's hope it's legit. You never know. Let's hope it is. Pawn up maybe is playable as a sack here. Okay. So I guess I have to go up there. That's forced. King's got a square. There's no back rank mate. This is why I always play the same style against everybody. Clearly, sometimes it's going to go wrong, but you think you're playing a 1400, you might be playing a 2400 for all you know. So he's forced this off as well. How's he done this? Hold on, bishop back, takes. He's going to come down and collect this. Let's drop back there. Yeah, it just feels slightly dubious, but let's hope it isn't. He's playing too well and too fast to be a 1400 though. I can certainly say that. He's playing too well at too quick a pace. Rook across is a threat here too. Right, now I'm going to collect this pawn. But it's still 3 against 3 right now. He's got 2 passed pawns, I've got 1 here. I have to go with this one, I have to guard here. Just push as fast as I can. He's playing really, really well, as long as it's legit. That's all you ask, of course. I think I'm quick enough here. Oh, am I quick enough here? Maybe I'm not. Up, he queens, a queen, he queens. Yeah, I'm quick enough here. I think just rook down. Once I queen, I've got a check threat coming. I can actually play the cross behind here, and he can't actually stop my pawn. But what a good game he's played. If he's legit, if that's a legit rating, you say well done. He played a really good game there. I've been a bit off here, haven't I? I've done really well, 6th place, considering how poorly I've played. Or certainly in some of the games. Right, 30, got another one, a 1300 again. And he's in 31st place. But players at this level don't really tend to know a lot of theory, and when you suddenly see a lot of theory rattled off, it does make you a little bit wary. Okay, I'll just trade something here. Hopefully the bishop. Yeah, he trades the bishop, develop the knight, but I'll probably take with the knight if he takes. I could go with the pawn. The knight would create an imbalance. Hold on, stop that knight jumping in, get castled. My knight's got a square here or here. Now this is the dilemma I've got. I'm going to go sensible, get the rook across. Okay, he doesn't take the pawn. Let's just push and push, I think. Stop the knight jumping in. Now push again and then push again potentially, or this way. Another one playing really, really well though. Well, let's play rook across. Oh, I've just blundered my pawn. I have blundered again. I'm blundering all over the shop. Maybe I can put the rook back and grab the a2 pawn. Yeah, let's go back and grab the a2 pawn. I can almost pre-move that, but I'm not going to, just in case. Right, knight up to pressure the pawn, but it's really well guarded right now, so knight up may be just a waste of time. Knight up here, and maybe f4 looks more interesting. Yeah, I'm going to bring the knight this way, and maybe to f4. Or maybe here and just trade off this, but then this knight is weak. Yeah, I need a square for my knight, but I don't see where. I'm going to play queen up, just so I can try and release the rook somewhere. But again, this rook is really misplaced. Let's trade. Oh, by the way, if this clock runs out, then the game will just abort. It won't actually count for anything. So if the game doesn't finish before this, it simply aborts. Right, now bring the knight in. Let him chase it back and try and weaken the king a little bit. I'll have to go back if he does play that. He does. So go back. Now I'll have to reroute it somewhere. Probably an idea to drop my rook right back now. Okay. Play queen down, guard the pawn, make space for the knight to go back where it was. Okay, hit the queen, and go forward. Hit the queen again. Try not to hang this rook, of course. Rook down looks okay. Okay, that's covered, well done. Just going to drop the rook back here. Yeah, I've just got nothing. I've got no good moves here at all, really. I think this game is just going to abort, though. I don't think it's going to play. Let's play up here. I've given him knight down there. That was a terrible mistake. I think I'm just going to let this game abort itself out. Let's just play a queen up. There's only 30 seconds left. I'm not going to try and win it in a few seconds and just chuck it away. So let's just let the thing abort. I've had a pretty good tournament overall, really, considering. Just a couple of games. Yeah, he's just let me take there, hasn't he? But it won't actually count for anything. 8 seconds left. You can't win the game in these 8 seconds. Yeah, that doesn't count. See, a 15 sub 1600 scoring 83 points seems a little bit dubious. You never know. You never know. I've still finished in 7th place. Actually, that's not bad. My rating's about the same as it was at the start. 18.5 out of 24. Just that one very bad loss. I'll have to just investigate it after the event to just make sure it's all legit. But that's what makes you dubious. You know, like you hope these are all legit. But 27 out of 35 for a 1593. A 1300 getting 4th place. Again, you have to look at it carefully and look at like what opponents have all played. Hopefully everybody's legit. If so, well done. And thank you everybody for seeing this. That's it for today's stream. So thank you very much.